So I'm going to do this a little bit backwards. Basically, this is technically the end of the video because the trip is complete and we've already calculated all of our mileages. But I wanted to cut in here at the start of this video because I'm kind of perplexed and dumbfounded at the mileage that I got empty without the load. Did pretty well, and I can attribute that to possibly not as much city driving coming back, although I did go all the way through Newberry and Chardon and then got up on the highway. Also, just kind of perplexed at the mileage that I got loaded going out there. One thing I forgot to mention is a regen. I know the truck went through a regen. I definitely could tell once I got off Interstate 90 and got in the Chardon. You can tell by the sound of the truck. You can hear it through the exhaust. Also the smell. You could smell at a stoplight. 2 dead giveaways I was going through a regen. That could have consumed a lot more fuel than I should have. But just in general, I'm just kind of surprised and perplexed at the discrepancy between the empty mileage versus the computer and also the empty mileage versus loaded. But hey, is what it is. I'm fully transparent, nothing to hide. Just want to show you these videos, give you information, but I still wouldn't trade the confidence and the torque from the diesel for anything. It's amazing how this thing performs and what it can do. Merging, passing, accelerating, it's unbelievable. It's something you got to experience. So here's the video. We're going to start it now. Thanks for watching. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Truck Guy Joe. Thanks for your time and thank you for joining me. Today's video, my new company truck, 2024 Silverado HD. I haven't pulled the gooseneck with it yet, and I have to deliver a chassis to an upfitter. So I sold this chassis on the gooseneck. They're gonna put a body on it. So here's a great chance to check mileage. Only going about 90 miles, mostly interstate, but figured it was still worth making a video. My previous truck was a 2021. For 2024 on the L5P, they did bump horsepower and torque a little bit, so we'll take that into consideration, see how that plays in. Still a 10-speed branded Allison transmission. I'm gonna go top off for fuel and we'll get going here in a minute, but let me take a second just to show you some specs on the truck and trailer in case you haven't seen any of my previous videos before. Just a quick review of the truck. This is a Z71 Sport package, which is why it has the black grille with the white color match bar, white color match bumpers. We did transfer the Fisher plow off the old truck. I like this appearance package. It's a good looking truck. I like the black wheels. They also go with the black wheels on the trailer. It's a good look. Also, this white and black Z71 package goes well with our company logo and colors. It all kind of goes together very well. So simple, but a nice billboard. So when you see me going down the street, rolling down the interstate, it's clear that, hey, we're a Chevrolet dealership. We do commercial vehicles. We upfit vehicles. I'm your guy. I'm here to help you. And how about a throwback to the old school Chevy commercial vehicle, specialty vehicle badge there. I had to kind of bring that back. I really like that logo. Also have the Business Elite logo because we are a Business Elite dealer. Same trailer I've had before, 34-foot gooseneck hydraulic dovetail. This is a Moritz trailer, bought it from O'Reilly Equipment, my second trailer from them, great guys. But back to the truck real quick. 3/4 ton max trailer package, NHT is that quote, is the code, I'm sorry, NHT, max trailer package. Let's talk about that. Available on diesel only, 2500 HD, you can get the RPO code NHT max trailering package. So the dead giveaway that this is a 2500 max trailer is the gross vehicle weight rating is 11,750, but also the rear gross axle weight rating 7,250. That's the same as a 1-ton single rear wheel. My previous truck, 2021, was a 7,250 on the rear axle. Now the gross vehicle weight on my 1-ton was 12,100, so it's slightly less overall for the entire truck, but you've got the great payload on the rear axle, which is important for that HD max trailer package. The combination rating is important. And then also, as I mentioned earlier, this is a snow plow prep truck, which is why it has a 6,000 pound front axle. If you happen just to be walking by this truck without any badging on the door, you might think it was a 1-ton just because the leaf springs. If you just take a peek at the pack, you've got your normal 3/4 ton normal pack of springs, but this also has the overloads, the assists, which are standard on a 1-ton single wheel. So without actually going to the door specs or having a badge, one would think this is a 3500. And if you look at your window sticker for a 3/4 ton max trailer diesel, it's the springs and the frame. Those are the two items they point out on your Monroney label when you order a max trailer package. It has the heavier 1-ton frame and it has the helper springs. I have to point this out. These two trucks have something in common, and it's the transmission. Believe it or not, you can get a Chevrolet with a true Allison 1000 transmission. Because remember, this is an Allison branded, it's built by GM. If you want a gas engine with a 6-speed Allison, you either got to buy one of these or you got to find yourself one of these. This is a 2001. This is the first year, 2001, first year on an HD truck where you could get an Allison 1000, a true Allison off the shelf, and it was mated to the 8.1, the big block, the 496. So what's cool about these, low cab forward, 5,500. It's got to be a 5,500 XG. It has to be the 19,500 GVW, which this is. This is an Allison transmission. It's got Allison right on the case. It has a spin-on external filter, and I know the lighting's bad, but it actually has Allison on the bottom of the pan, and there is your drain plug on the bottom as well. So very cool that Chevrolet offers a medium-duty gas engine with a true Allison 6-speed, and they do that on the low cab forward. This is a 19,500 GVW. This is going to become a steak body for a customer, but what a great platform. What a good, reliable, heavy-duty truck that they haven't offered since these trucks right here, GMT 800s. For those of you that have been following me for a long time, you know this truck is basically my pride and joy. This truck was ordered brand new. I bought it brand new. It was for a landscape business. It pulled trailers, plowed a ton of snow. I finally gave it what it deserved. I paid it back. This truck got a complete frame swap, frame off restoration. So the truck got taken apart, all new frame, suspension, running gear. It had a couple noisy lifters, rebuilt the engine, upgraded with some comp cam items there, roller rockers, valve springs, beehive valve springs. This thing just got the works. It's going to Hutter's in Chardon, Ohio to get dyno tuned in May, so I'll make a video on that, but let me just quickly show you real quick. Take a look at this. Holy moly, everything's brand new in there. I know the lighting's terrible, but all new frame under there. Everything's been redone. Let me sneak around the back real quick just to show you underneath. I know you guys will appreciate it, but it's been on Facebook as well. But yep, finally gave this thing a full treatment of what it deserved after all the years of working hard for Fallon Brothers. Might as well weigh the load to see where we come in as far as axle weights and our gross combination. Well, here's some important numbers for us to look at as far as the scale. When you add together the steer and the drive axle, those should not exceed the gross vehicle weight rating of the truck. So I cannot exceed 11,750, which in this case I did not. Add those two together, that's 11,440. I'm good there. Secondly, you can't exceed the front or rear axle ratings. This truck's rated for 6,000 on the front, it's rated for 7,250 on the rear. I'm good to go there. The trailer has dual 8,000 pound axles. I'm nowhere near 16,000 gross on the rear axle, and combination under 26,000. This truck is registered at 26,000 pounds even combination, so we're good to go. Good weight balance, the right amount of tongue weight. We're safe and legal. Just reset the trip. 4,004 miles, topped off at fuel, leaving the gas pump right now. Well, diesel pump, if you will. All right, real quick, the chassis is over at O'Reilly, like literally next door. So I just took the chassis off, drove around the corner at the fuel station, so I didn't go far at all without the load. And one thing we got to take in consideration when we do the calculation is my speed, which was between 70 to 72 on the interstate. There was some city. Also the aerodynamics. That low cab forward, that chassis, boy, what a wind dam that is. You know, big flat nose. So I'm sure this was going to be a little bit of a thirsty run. So let's do the calculation and see where we ended up. Man, it was thirsty. Well, there you have it, 13.876 gallons, 13.876. So now we can do the calculation based on the miles driven. Quick wrap up here. We did 92.2 miles. Remember, we were at 4,004 when we left. Truck says we got 6.5. If you do the longhand calculation, the phone's telling us 6.64. So it's definitely a thirsty run, but we kind of know why. It was my speed, it was the aerodynamics, just the factors that were in place. Okay, back in Erie, we added another 83.2 miles. Truck says we did 11.7. This is just the empty trailer coming back to town. Let's top off and do the manual calculation. 6.342. That's the top off in Erie with an empty trailer. 83.2 miles. Divide that by 6.342. 13.11. Man, that's kind of goofy. 13.11. The truck is telling us it did 11.6 empty coming back. So a little bit of a discrepancy there, which I thought we did better than 11.6. So yeah, I guess I'm scratching my head a little here as far as how we did empty versus loaded. But hey, it is what it is. Just want to be transparent and show you guys everything. Got nothing to hide here.